Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Yes, that's right. It's Wednesday. It's new album review day. Here we got another kind of holdover from 2021. We're just finishing up with the stuff that I was hoping to get to late last year. Here we are the first couple weeks of January. We're just kind of playing catch up before we just dive headfirst into all the 2022 releases that are just starting to come out. This is a really cool one. This is from a British band. Actually, they're from the East Midlands in the UK. The band is called Grace and Fire. The album is called Elysium. It's kind of white, right? There you go. You can see that. There we go. Okay, this is a band comprised of Andre Saint on vocals, Aaron Gidney on guitars and Chapman stick, Tim Ashton on bass, and Graham Brown on drums. This is just about an hour long. Basically, progressive rock, melodic rock, little bit of progressive metal in here as well. You got 10 tracks, really good sounding album. Let's take a look at the pretty stunning Digipack, I might add. Look at that. That's some pretty cool artwork there. Look at that. You got the CD, and I'll show you the booklet here. Okay, more of that artwork. You got the lyrics, who plays what on each tune, which is always kind of nice. No pics of the guys, however, but pretty cool nonetheless. So we've got, in addition to the band, we have some guest stars on here. We've got none other than Mr. Derek Sherinian, who plays. I'll pull that booklet out. Plays some keyboards on one or two tracks, if I remember correctly. Where are we here? Bear with me a second, folks. I had this right here. Okay, so we got Derek Sherinian plays keyboard solo or solos on one track. You got Goran Edmond and Mark Bowles. Some extra vocals on a couple tracks. Of course, both men formerly with Yngwie Malmsteen, amongst many other bands. You've got Zachariah Gidney on low whistle, Aaron Gidley, additional keys and orchestration, one keyboard solo. Andre Saint, the vocalist, also plays a guitar solo on one track. And Gary Marsh plays keyboards and synths here and there. I'm pretty sure that covers everybody. Produced, mixed, and mastered by none other than Carl Groom, guitarist and band leader and founder of Threshold, right? So all the whole British family tree here. Pretty cool album. Like I said, this is a mix of prog rock, little prog metal, hard rock, and melodic rock. Very good vocals on this album. I mean, Andre, really good singer. This is, if you like melodic 80s style melodic rock, or even current melodic rock, right? With the big choruses, soaring vocals, the verses just out of control, catchy and laden with hooks. But you like those big heavy guitars, lots of guitar solos, lots of keyboard solos, big bombastic. That's what this is all about. So I struggle to call this straight up prog rock because there's definitely a lot of melodic rock and hard rock and a little bit of prog metal thrown in here as well. It's kind of a nice mix of all the styles. Starts off with a little instrumental called The Overture, which is pretty neat. Then you get the title track coming up right after that, followed by Breathing Murder. Both of those tunes are pretty upbeat, pretty rockin', right? Very bright, very, just kind of great sounding, bombastic, catchy, like I said, hard rock with some prog elements. Paradise Lost, great track. Great vocals on that one. That's one of my favorites on the album. You got Sea of Dreams, which is fairly heavy. There's a couple of heavier tracks on here. Sea of Dreams and A Warrior's Tale pick up the pace quite a bit. Got some nice riffing and some really tasty guitar solos on this album. I got to stress again, I really like the production of this album. It just sounds big and huge and bombastic, and it's just bursting with melodies, and the instrumentation is just spot on. After A Warrior's Tale, you got Eyes of the Seer, and then you have the two-part The Great Divide, Part 1 and 2. Part 1 is instrumental, about 2 minutes long, mostly some really cool keyboard stuff, some nice guitars, and then it moves into The Great Divide, Part 2, which is just under 9 minutes. That's kind of like the big epic on the album. Really cool, really adventurous, some cool soloing, nice passages. The vocal layers are just absolutely immense. The whole album is really very, very impressive and very enjoyable, and most of the tracks are a little on the lengthy side. Other than the two instrumentals which are both kind of short, almost every track is pushing the 6-minute mark up to like 9 minutes. So there's plenty of room for lots of, riffing and layering and guitar solos, keyboard solos, all sorts of great choruses and verses where the vocals really, really shine. It's a very, very enjoyable album. And the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, wow, this sounds like a big production for like a big band, right? Like a big, popular band that's got lots of money behind them. And amazingly enough, this is pretty much self-produced by the band. So yeah, really, really good. Grace and Fire Elysium. Check it out. If you kind of like I said, if you like really melodic progressive metal, if you love the hook-laden melodic rock, but you like lots of prog in your hard rock as well, you can't go wrong with this. This is really good. Go check it out. Let me see if I got a... let's see. They're on Facebook, Grace and Fire Official on Facebook. If you go on Instagram, Grace and Fire Official. On Bandcamp, it's graceandfireofficial.bandcamp.com. So that's where you can find them, and I'll drop the link down below. So check it out. Grace and Fire Elysium. Really good stuff. Holdover from 2021 that if you missed it the first time around, definitely check it out. So visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. We'll see you in a bit with more new stuff coming at you right around the corner. Thanks again. I'm Pete Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.